We live in a world that is becoming more digitalized, and social media apps, in my opinion, desocialize the real relationship. We are more isolated and we are more disconnected from each other. And I believe the first and most important space in our lives that should support the most meaningful connections is our home. And today I want to talk to you about how we can create more inviting and more connection-driven interiors. Hi, I'm Maya. I'm a designer and I believe that our spaces can benefit our lives, well-being, and also our relationships. We decide who we want to invite to our home. So it's really important that the space is inviting and that the people that we bring in are feeling welcome. Because if we invite someone to our home, it is a sign that this person is important to us and we want them to feel good. This is why we want to create warm space that feels safe. We want to make it clean without visual chaos. We want to keep our privacy at the same time making the other person comfortable. Having space that contains your private items and private matters is really important. But also you want to create welcoming atmosphere. You want warm light. You want person that comes in to sit comfortable, not to worry that they will break something or that your space is too sterile and that they will mess things up. You need this balance in between, and actually I believe it's good to have inviting space not only when you invite people, but also for yourself, because it should be this state where everything has its place and it doesn't clutter your mind, it doesn't clutter your view, but also it's livable and it invites you to use this space. It will benefit not only the relationships, but also your way of living. We want space that looks good. We want space that smells good. We want space that we can move easily through. So all these aspects actually don't apply only to this specific moment when you want to invite someone. It's also about relations with those with whom you live. So your family, your partner. You want to have a space that encourages conversation, encourages sharing little moments and little daily activities. You want a space that makes it easier to connect and to put down your phone and to focus on other person and connect on deeper level, even in smaller moments. There is this idea that a table is a center of your home because it's the place where people can gather and connect, not only when they are eating, but also through other activities. It's a space that you can approach from different angles and you can sit facing each other or next to each other. It creates closeness. Is it a word? I'm not sure. And it helps with interactions. People naturally gather around tables. From personal observations, at all of my parties, people are ending up at the table, often in the kitchen, but also in dining table. It's a place that is really flexible with what you can do. When you think about it, a table can have so many functions. You can eat together, you can have family dinners, have deep conversations, and as I said, face each other, play board games. Even if you are doing something separate, but at the same table, you are somehow connected to those people. When you think about co-working, brainstorming, you can have multiple things on the table and interact with each other, with them. It allows you the intimacy and the interaction at the same time. And I think that there is something in this theory. Maybe it all depends on the layout of your space. When you place the table in the center When it comes to layout, it's known that open spaces are more encouraging for connection because they create more opportunities to interact with each other. Even when you are in separate areas of your home, if it's more of open plan, then you can see each other, you can interact even in the smallest ways. You can also carry conversations while doing different things. Open spaces allow the flow of interactions to happen. It allows easy transitions from one zone to another, and as I said, carrying on with conversation. Even if we are not having any conversation, it allows a shared presence and the feeling of other person in your surrounding. Of course, we are talking about home settings, so we hopefully have the people that we love at our homes and we want to share this space with them. Even in open space, we want to create some zones. In designing these zones, we can think about how people interact with each other. Solution that I have in my kitchen, and I actually love it, is a bar counter with some stools. So when my partner is cooking, I can sit and talk to him and not be in the way of his cooking, but still have connection with him. The same goes for kitchen islands. They work similarly. You have a social anchor in your space that allows having company that doesn't interrupt with what you are doing. When it comes to living room, you want to design around people, you want to focus on the people, you want to focus on the connection that they are having. So one of the things that I hate the most, maybe not, but it's really something that bothers me, is TV in living room. I hate when the TV is a focal point of your living room. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a TV. I just would like a living room to be for living and not for watching. So all the sitting spots to be arranged facing each other, for a coffee table to be at the center, or even if you can hiding a TV, you can use like built-in cabinets. There are TVs that look like paintings. You can also have a screen with projection. There are many solutions how you can hide the TV and don't make it so obviously in a center. Focus on the people and on the interactions. As I said, we all live busy lives. Actually, I'm recording this after work. The sun will be setting in a moment. You probably see the lamp in my glasses. Golden hour, just in a minute, you will see it. I hope that resolution is not too bad, but yeah, it was the only time when I could record this video. So we are working with what we can. So when it comes to designing around the people, we can also decorate around activities. If you want your space to support socializing, you can decorate with cards, with board games. Actually, all the games are coming to my mind, especially because I have a wooden box with cards and a domino set that I just have placed strategically. It looks pretty nice. It's easy to grab and use when you want to have some pleasant time with your close ones. Actually, I have bought my domino set after visiting my grandmother a couple of times and playing with her. I thought it's really easy, it looks good, it's a quick activity to share and not as common, even though everyone knows domino. But for all this to work, you want to create atmosphere at your space that supports presence and supports feeling comfortable with each other. Just the basics that I'm talking each time, but it's so important for the perfect atmosphere. You want soft lighting, you want warm materials, soft materials, textiles. You want to create this cozy atmosphere that you can sit comfortably, lay your back on a cushion and put a blanket over yourself. You want everyone to feel safe and enjoy each other's company instead of thinking about too harsh light or how it's cold or how it's uncomfortable. You want to feel good in a space to be able to focus on the other person. All the aspects that I have just listed are a part of Hygge concept, and what I like in Hygge is that it also focuses on the togetherness and about sharing the space that we have. It can be interesting to look into it. I have created a video about it so you can watch it. I will link it. And the last thing that I want to mention and that I think is really important is to find courage to share your space, and it will bring the whole video into a perfect circle because I have started from creating inviting space and now I want you to invite people into it. It really makes a difference when you create connections that you can invite to your home. Inviting people to your home creates different level of connection. It breaks the barrier and it creates more intimacy. It also demands from you to share something private, but in this way it gives more into the relationship and makes it more real and more personal. And I don't know if it's only me, but my favorite types of meetings are at people's homes, and I really enjoy those smaller gatherings with people and without any pressure, only to enjoy each company, to maybe play a board game or talk the whole night. It also may be because I'm an introvert and I really try to take care of the relationships that I already have and that I value, because I'm not a fan of going out or stepping outside of my comfort zone and socializing. Also, to finish on the lighter note, when you invite your friends or family or whoever, it's a perfect motivation to clean. Perfect. I don't think that there is better motivation to clean your space than to invite someone. And it always makes me happy because not only I connected with others, but also now I have this beautiful clean space. Let me know if you are more like me and you prefer to stay at home, maybe invite someone or visit someone, or are you a social beast and party all the time and I don't even know what more. Watch the video about Hygge next. It's here. If you have enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to see more from me, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!